Have you ever been in a room where everyone is passionately arguing about a football match, debating players, tactics, and goals, and you're just sitting there completely uninterested? And then someone turns to you and asks, "Wait, you don't watch football?" Suddenly, it feels like you're the strange one, like you're missing a basic human feature. But what if not watching football doesn't mean you're weird? What if it simply reflects how your mind is wired? Football isn't just a sport, it's a social ritual. It brings people together. It creates shared emotional highs and lows. When millions of people celebrate a goal at the same time, they're participating in collective emotion. And humans are naturally drawn to belonging. So why do some people feel nothing? One reason is that not everyone experiences strong, vicarious emotion. That's the ability to feel intense excitement through someone else's success. Some people don't get a dopamine rush from watching strangers win. Instead, they feel most alive when they are making progress themselves, learning a skill, building something, improving their own lives. I once had a friend who never watched major tournaments. While our group stayed up late to watch finals, he spent that time studying design and working on personal projects. When we asked him why he didn't join, he said something simple. "I just feel better investing that time into my own growth." It wasn't arrogance, it wasn't superiority, it was just preference. His brain rewarded productivity more than spectacle. There's also another group, people who used to love football but gradually lost interest. As they grew older, they became more aware of the commercialization, the massive contracts, sponsorships, branding. At some point, the magic faded. Not because football changed, but because their perspective did. I spoke to someone who used to memorize player statistics and never missed a game. After entering the workforce and facing real-life pressure, he told me, "I realized those 90 minutes could go towards something that directly improves my life." He didn't hate the sport. It just stopped feeling meaningful compared to his new priorities. Then there are those whose passion simply lives elsewhere. Some people are deeply into music. Others love films, cars, coding, gaming, business, fitness. The brain thrives on different types of stimulation. For some, football feels repetitive. For others, it's endlessly strategic and dramatic. This difference often comes down to how we seek stimulation. Some individuals prefer interactive experiences where they can analyze, control, and participate. Watching a match may feel passive to them. Meanwhile, someone else may experience it as intense, emotional storytelling. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They're just different reward pathways. There's also a more uncomfortable truth. For some people, watching elite athletes living extraordinary lives can trigger comparison. If someone feels stuck, financially, professionally, or emotionally, watching millionaires celebrate their success might amplify frustration instead of joy. That doesn't make them bitter. It makes them human. But here's something important. Not watching football does not automatically make someone deeper, more self-aware, or more independent. And watching football does not make someone shallow. Sports serve powerful psychological functions. They build community. They create identity. They provide stress relief. They offer narrative, heroes, underdogs, tension, victory. For many people, that shared experience is meaningful and fulfilling. Problems only arise when identity gets attached. When someone thinks, "I don't watch football because I'm more evolved." Or when someone else thinks, "If you don't watch, you're antisocial." Both positions are ego traps. Maturity is being comfortable with your preferences without needing to elevate them or defend them. If you don't watch football, maybe it's because you simply don't enjoy it. That's enough. It doesn't need a philosophical explanation. And if you love the sport, that's also enough. The deeper lesson isn't about football at all. It's about understanding how we assign value. We often treat popular interests as benchmarks for normality, but individuality shows up in what excites us, what motivates us, and how we choose to spend our time. Instead of asking, why don't you watch football? Maybe a better question is, what actually energizes you? Because in the end, psychological freedom isn't about rejecting the crowd, and it's not about blindly following it either. It's about knowing yourself well enough to choose what genuinely resonates with you without feeling superior and without feeling ashamed. That's where real confidence lives. Confidence